This is it? After Rome, I was expecting something a little more upscale.
Maybe you should unwind after the flight. Maybe take a shower.
Shower? Oh, this is one of those secret agent hidden entrance things, isn't it?
Well, it was until you started talking about it.
Are you sure about this?
Positive. Trust me.
Okay.
See? What did I tell you?
This is why I love you.
You can send roses to my dead drop in Prague. Now that you've made it to Taipei, what are your plans?
I sort of figured I'd improvise and put an ear to the ground and see what I can find out.
Don't you think you need a little more focus than that?
I've got 3 leads to start with. This Stephen Heck guy seems like he knows what's going on in Taipei. He might be able to answer some questions.
Be careful, Mike. I've checked my databanks, and I can't find any evidence that Stephen Heck has ever worked for the CIA.
I'll be on my guard. There's also that anomalous data trail from Shahid's system. Any luck tracing it down?
I managed to follow it back to a place in the warehouse district. I'm forwarding the address to you now. What's the final lead?
Simple. Follow the money. Shahid was funneling large amounts of money to a front corporation for the White Oak Mountain Triad. I think I can persuade them to tell me why.
Sounds like you've got everything figured out.
Isn't that why you love me?
You watch yourself out there, Mr. Thornton.
Always. Hello?
In the back. With you in a sec, buddy. Not too uncomfortable, I hope. Now this is dry cleaning solution. Active ingredient is perchloroethylene. Gets stains out like a champ. Like a champ went, believe you me.
Steve Heck, I'm here on business. Agency.
Sure.
Business.
Be right with you. Oh, and you call me Steve again. Cut your thumbs off with cigar clippers, okay? So you remember where they are now, do you? Candy dish. Ah, that does it, Wen. You know I don't like sweet... Oh, the candy dish! That's right! That's where I left my keys. Should have said something earlier, Wen. You see what I almost made you drink? Good old Wen. Always getting into antics. Anywho, what can I do you for?
I got a line on somebody aiming to assassinate President Sung. I was hoping you might be able to help me with that.
You came to the right place, and you're lucky you did. See, people come in and out of Taipei all the time without asking for clearance, so then I have to erase them so they don't expose me.
I wasn't aware you had jurisdiction here. What are you trying to hide exactly?
My secret identity and everything I know, that's what. Listen, did you know that in the 1960s, the CIA surgically jammed a mic and antenna into a cat for an op codenamed Acoustic Kitty?
No, I've never heard that. Have you heard of anything relevant to my previous question?
Oh, it's relevant. Just between you and me. And when? You're with the agency, am I right?
Yeah, kind of. It's complicated.
Say no more, Agent.
Mike will do, Steve.
Steven. I'm an agent myself, you know.
You don't say.
Yeah, I work for a division of the CIA that doesn't officially exist. Super secret. They just kind of turned me loose and let me go nuts.
Uh-huh. So, can you help me or not?
Depends. How do I know you are who you say you are? I have to ask because, funny story, one time a salesman came in and I thought he was buying secrets about the German Chancellor's security detail.
You heard about Rome and Moscow, right?
The International Hockey Championships? Oh yeah, that was something.
No. The U.S. Embassy attack and the incident at the museum.
Really? Well, I definitely heard of that thing you just said. All right, color me convinced. So, Ronald Sung, huh? Hey, did you ever notice his name's an anagram for lard on guns? Ironic, isn't it?
Hey, yeah. And considering that item posted a few years back in the Worldly Weekly about that pig fat being used as an experimental bullet toxin, not a coincidence.
You might be onto something there, Mike. I'll look into that for sure. Ronnie Sung. What do you want to know, Mike? Personal demons, pant size, political capital, sexual proclivities?
I've got some intelligence that suggests someone in Taipei wants Sung dead. You've got an ear to the ground here, thought you might know more.
Political assassinations. Yeah, those are fun. One time I took out an entire soccer stadium just to kill the premier of Namibia. Hey, did you know at 400 miles an hour, soccer balls can decapitate people?
I didn't. But Sung?
Sure. I can tell you this, Mike. There's a big conference coming up at the Grand Hotel. Sung's gonna be there, along with a few dozen EU bigwigs and the like.
So you're suggesting I infiltrate the hotel. Why?
Taiwanese National Security Bureau is providing the security. You think those cats don't just have oodles of stuff on everybody who might want their boss dead?
Wouldn't be too hard to slip in and borrow some of that information.
Knew that would appeal to you, Mike. Hey, give me a call when you head that way. I'd like to be in on this.
You got it. I'm here to see the Red Lion. I'm a friend of the Sheik. Hong Sure, my name is Michael Thorton. I think you have information I need.
I know many things. Most of them would be useful to someone, I'm sure. What is it you want from me, Mr. Thornton? I have no interest in bantering with an American cowboy. It upsets my digestion. Please, get to the point.
Someone is planning to assassinate Ronald's son. You've been receiving transfers of funds from Shahid. I'd be willing to pay to see if these two facts are connected.
Interesting. I admire a man who presents a business proposal clearly and succinctly. Mr. Thornton, a man in my position does not get to be a man in my position without knowing the value of a good trade.
I can understand that. I suppose the question is what you need.
Some of my lieutenants seem to think they would do better without my loving guidance and gentle hand. They have set up shop in a disreputable part of town. Now, if you were to discourage them, I will tell you what I know.
You don't even know me. Why trust me with something like this? Why not use your own people?
My own people are known to these roads. You, on the other hand, look enough like an ignorant Guaylo tourist that they might only mug you.
Well, when you put it that way, it's hard to argue. All right, Mr. Hong.
I knew you would see the wisdom of this deal, Mr. Thornton. Contact me again when my wayward children have been dealt with, huh? Oh, and Mr. Thornton.
Yeah?
Don't call me Mr. Hong.
Okay, I'm not far from the market, near the slums.
I'm picking up some activity near your position. I don't think Hong Sure gave us the whole story.
The head of an organized crime syndicate not telling the truth? Gee, that's a stretch.
Stretch or not, it looks like you're going to see some heavier resistance up ahead.
Interesting.
What is?
I just found a 10-page list of Triad members.
How does that help us?
I think it may be a list of all the defectors.
You said 10 pages? How many defectors are there?
A hell of a lot more than Hong Sure told us about.
You better watch yourself, Mike.
I need help.
There's no telling what else he forgot to tell us about.
My thoughts exactly.
Where are you hiding?
You find out what I was. On my way.
believe this. Our friendly neighborhood triads have been dealing with Al-Samad.
You're kidding. Why would they be working together? Any details of the arrangement?
No, just some ledgers detailing various transactions.
This can't be good.
Wait, there's a note attached to one of the ledgers. Apparently these defectors weren't happy with the arrangement, but money had nothing to do with it.
All right, Mike. Keep looking. There has to be more to this.
Well, it's official. Red lion my ass. More like red liar. I hope you're sitting down for this.
That's one of the benefits of a desk job.
According to this series of emails, the defectors aren't the one who killed Hong Shi's second-in-command. The big man did it himself.
Why would he do that?
The guy had the audacity to openly speak out against the gang's affiliation with Al-Samad. Hong Shi decided to make an example of him. It wasn't pretty. There were needle-nosed pliers involved.
That's quite an example.
I'll upload the intel to you. This might be useful later.
Got it.
That's the last of the lieutenants.
Good work. Head back to the safe house. I'll arrange a meeting for you with Hong Shi's people.
I'm on my way.
Wait a minute. Mike, satellite's picking up multiple individuals, headed your way fast.
Triads?
Probably. They're armed like triads anyway.
How much time do I have?
Not long. They'll be there in less than a minute. You better find a good defensive position.
Good thinking.
It looks like they'll be coming in from the loading dock, directly opposite the door you entered from.
Looks like they already had a turret covering that entrance. That might be just the thing to welcome them.
Die! I need help.
Mina, I need you to look something up for me.
Sure. What do you need?
Exactly how many diseases can I get from walking in this?
Don't be such a baby. You'll be fine. After you get your shots. And a full course of antibiotics. And a month in the quarantine room.
They left that part out of the recruitment brochures.
Ah, Mr. Thornton, you return. The television is already humming with talk of your assault on the slums.
Everything's taken care of. But next time, tell me your lieutenant's defected because you killed one of them as a warning.
I did not feel you needed to know this, Mr. Thornton. Nor do my men. I trust I can rely on your discretion.
Shahid was sending you large sums of money. What was it for?
A man in my position has access to certain materials, Mr. Thornton. Materials that a man in Shahid's position finds very valuable. We had a long-standing business arrangement.
You've already got the international smuggling contacts. You could secure shipments to just about anywhere an Al-Samad cell operates.
Very astute, Mr. Thornton. You would do very well in this business. I did not sell weapons to Shahid directly. I was merely a facilitator.
And how does that put you in a position to know about an attempt on Sung's life?
I'm willing to provide my information, not my sources.
Fair enough. Let's see it.
As promised, Mr. Thornton. Here is all the information I have regarding this unfortunate business with Mr. Sung.
A pleasure doing business with you.
And with you, Mr. Thornton. Oh, there is one other thing. Beware of the man called Omen Deng.
Omen Deng? Who's he?
I'm afraid no one really knows. He is a powerful man in Taipei, and I have heard his name mentioned along with the rumors of this assassination.
I'll keep my ears open. Thanks. I'm sending you the data I got from Hong Shi now.
Receiving. Got it.
Anything?
According to this, the White Oak Mountain Triad was approached to provide security for a diplomatic exchange at a subway station on the Xingmei line tomorrow night.
Nobody hires Triad gangsters to provide security for a diplomatic exchange. Any hint what was really going on?
Hong Shi's lieutenants dug into the guy's background. Turns out, he was an NSB deep cover operative. After some persuasion, he let slip that he was working undercover to foil a major political assassination.
Persuasion. Do I want to know?
You really don't.
That gives us a time and a place. Think it's enough to go on?
Xingmei Station is pretty big. You could wander around for an hour and not find the exchange. You'll need to identify the package being handed off. If you can find a way to track it, even better.
I'll see what I can dig up. I'll be in touch.
Okay. Good luck, Mike.
G-22? What are they doing here? What the hell's up with my PDA? Uh-oh. Albatross. It's been a while since Moscow. Where's that little bodyguard of yours? Back in school? Or are you sending her after me right now?
Sis, it's none of your concern.
Maybe you should let her speak for herself. Oh, wait. She has a problem with that, right? Probably because you're talking all the time.
That's enough. Why did you attack G-22? Why were you at the warehouse?
What's it to you, Albatross? I was just checking a lead. The next thing I know, your glorified IT guys are crawling out of the woodwork.
You've placed monitoring software on our servers. I want you to shut it down.
I wasn't expecting to find G-22 here, but they sure didn't make me feel welcome when I arrived. Now you want me to do you a favor, right?
Eavesdropping on our servers won't help you. I'm guessing you're looking for an Al-Samad and Halbech connection.
So you're working with both. I should have known.
We've been monitoring both Al-Samad and Halbech, but are affiliated with neither. I'm afraid you'll have to take me at my word, Agent Thornton.
I believe you. You've never struck me as a zealot or a capitalist.
You are correct. And that data in our servers, well, let's just say it would be of little use to you. Disable your monitoring software, and I will compensate you. I know why you're here. I can help you. Refuse, and you'll find you have few friends here in Taipei.
Alright, I'll delete the program. And I could use the help. This operation is turning out to be larger than I expected.
Thank you, Mike. And as for your mission, let us say that G-22 has no interest in seeing President Sung placed in jeopardy.
So, you have been eavesdropping on Al-Samad and Halbech.
Yes. Halbech underestimated Shahid. The man was no fool. But even G-22 hasn't been able to determine how Halbech intends to pull off the assassination, or who the assassin is.
I'd rather not wait until Sung is shot to find out. That help you mentioned,
G22 will be in contact, Mike. And thank you.
You'll never guess who I just got a call from.
Who?
Albatross.
Albatross? I didn't know G22 had a presence in Taipei.
Yeah, it was a shock for me too.
I'm guessing he didn't call to chat. What did he want?
He found the bugs I planted, wanted them shut down. I figured it was in my best interest not to piss him off. We should have what we need by now anyways.
Too bad. An inside look at G22's intelligence networks would be helpful.
So, what do we got?
Not a lot. I downloaded what I could before you shut down the bugs, but we're offline now.
I hope Albatross's goodwill is worth it. What did we get?
It looks like the network was part of the shadow net G22 uses to monitor global intelligence services. I ran a search for the keywords Ronald Sung and assassination, and got a hit.
Anything we can run with?
I've got an email intercept indicating that the assassin will be receiving the details of the assignment tomorrow night at the subway station on the Xingmei line.
That's not a lot of new information.
It's something. Maybe if we can find a way to tap into the NSB's computers, we can narrow the search a little more.
I know just the guy to talk to about that. Hopefully he's not as crazy as he seems.
Stephen Heck? I'm not sure you can trust him.
Well, neither am I, but he did offer to help me get access to the NSB's archives. I'll be in touch when I have more news.
Okay. Good luck, Mike.
Is this Scarlet? This is...
Mike, from the plane, right?
You remembered.
You didn't give me a reason to forget.
Heard you were in Taipei, thought I'd call.
So, it takes me coming to Taipei for you to get back to me?
About your offer of exchanging information.
I remember. Do you have something?
I'm here in town trying to find out all I can about President Sung and the upcoming rally.
So? Why? Is there something wrong?
His life is in danger.
Why do you think that?
I have an inside source. He's a target, and I need to warn him. I don't have a lot of friends here in Taipei, and certainly not ones with press credentials who can move freely. Can you help me?
What did you have in mind?
A little covert operation, if you're up for it.
I might be. I'd need the details first.
I'll fire them over, along with a location to meet up.
All right, then. Talk to you soon, Mike.
Everybody online?
In position in the lobby.
In position to rain death on my enemies.
Okay, team. This isn't gonna be easy, but you're some of the best people in your fields.
Some of?
Okay, you're the best. If we stick to the plan, this will go off without a hitch.
Thanks for the pep talk, Mike.
Steven, you're with me. There will be a map of the conference in the security office. You're gonna be my distraction.
Can do, Mike. Would you prefer a hot distraction or a loud distraction?
What's the difference?
Hot distractions have more fire.
No casualties, Steven. Especially not civilians. Are we clear?
Yeah, sure. No bodies.
Scarlet, I need you to stay in the lobby for now. Hang out in the bar, see if you can find me a lonely convention attendee.
And do what with him exactly?
Talk him up, find out something useful. Use some of those ace reporter skills I hear so much about.
Sure, Mike.
Should be a piece of cake for you.
I'll call you as soon as I have anything.
What about me?
You stay in touch with everybody. Keep us all up to date on what's going on. Can you get into the security system?
Already done.
Okay, everybody knows the score? Then let's move out. Remember, people, this is our one chance to get this intel. Let's do it right. Good luck, Thornton out.
Heads up, Mike. The administrative offices are under guard. And they've got security cameras set up.
buddy, do you like those TV cooking shows?
Huh? Bam! Ah! Poor dumb bastard. He never saw it coming.
Nice distraction. Thanks, Steven.
Come to Uncle Steven.
Bingo. Got the conference map. And there's the NSB station. Looks like some parts of the hotel are locked off with keycard locks.
Then you better watch for opportunities to get one. You need to get to this information.
Tell me something I don't know.
Mike, it's Scarlet. I've got something for you.
Great, let's have it.
A certain Halbech security officer has a distinct weakness for Mai Tais and redheads, in that order.
Get anything useful out of him?
Not much. Just his room key.
He didn't happen to have an access pass for the elevators to the convention floor, did he?
You know, funny enough, I think he did.
That's perfect. You did great, Scarlet.
One more little surprise for you. I managed to snap a picture of him. Seems like if security were told it was the face of a known sex offender.
That would make a nice distraction for hotel security. Good call.
Meet me in the restroom by the VIP suite. I'll give you what I have.
On my way.
Here you go, Mike.
You're the best. I ever tell you that?
Not often enough, I think.
Thanks, Scarlet.
I'll be seeing you, Mike.
And that should do it. I wonder if Taiwan has a version of Megan's Law.
Yes, what is it?
Sir, you'll have to come with us.
For what? Is this a joke?
You think touching kids is a joke? You sick bastard. Move it.
What are you talking about? I haven't done any.
Move. We aren't going to ask again.
Alright, I've got the access badge and a floor plan of the hotel. Looks like the express elevator in the penthouse goes straight to the conference floor.
Good work, Mike. The NSB is patrolling the area. If you watch their pattern, you should be able to find a gap in their patrol and move past without them seeing you.
Got it.
Hey, that's swell, Mike. Really great. You think you could do me a solid and find a file on the NSB servers for me?
I guess. What file?
Mine. It'd mean a lot to me.
Sure. I'll take a look.
You're the best, Mike.
You hear about that thing in Rome?
Yeah, that was a close call. Do you know who disarmed the bomb?
I heard it was MI6.
The British? No way the Italians let them operate in Rome. It was GIS.
GIS doesn't have that kind of response time.
Maybe it was a private contractor. I heard VCI was in the area.
Could be.
This is interesting.
What is it?
NSB file on Omen Deng. General description, basic intel. I'm downloading this.
Anything of more immediate use?
Some attempt at infiltration into his organization was made, and before the agent in question was killed, he was able to bug some important intel.
That could be useful.
You're telling me.
Hey, Mike, you're not gonna go and do something like forget to wipe my file for me, are you?
That last hack set off their system alarms. I do this, we might have to shoot our way out. Okay, then. I'll get right on that. If I do this for you, do you promise not to make a mess on your way out?
Sure, Mike. It'll be spick and span. Trust me. Knew I should have brought extra bleach.
Mike, what did you do? NSC security just went to full alert. You're going to need to cancel the security lockdown to get out of there. Hurry, Mike. According to the hotel blueprints, there should be a security terminal off the lobby, the second floor.
Steven, do you copy?
Like a floppy. What's up?
I took care of that file you asked me about. As far as the NSB is concerned, there's nobody in the world named Stephen Heck.
Hey, that's great, Mike. Mind you, it'll make things harder for little Stephen Jr. suddenly having no legal identity, but hey, thanks anyways.
Sure, no problem. Damn it, Heck, what the hell are you doing?
Steven, you said distraction. Is distracting enough?
Heck?
Mike, there's no time. Just get out of there.
Mina, the doors are locked. I need a new exit ASAP.
I'm checking the blueprints now. Got it. There are some access tunnels underground. They should lead you right out.
Where?
The service area behind the reception desk. Go.
On my way.
Hey, Mike, it's Steven. Steven Heck.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see you.
I can see you too, Mike.
Okay. What's on your mind, Heck?
Steven, anywho, just wanted to drop you a line and find out if all that killing I didn't do was worth your while. You get what you needed?
Thanks to the NSB, I've got the transponder codes for the bug they planted with the assassin's orders. And thanks to my other leads, I know when and where that package will be.
Hey, look at you with your clues and your spy satellites and your secret genital nuking microwave guns. You're like a real spy.
I don't actually have one of those.
Really? Oh, they're great. Melt the balls right off you. Why, that's great that you got it all sorted out. You need any more mayhem while you're in town, you know who to call.
Thanks. I'll be in touch.
Mike Bobola, what's the shakes? Any more antics on the horizon? Bad guys need thwomping, liberty need protecting, adorable aliens need rescuing from sinister government labs.
Steven, you should know I'll be conducting an operation tonight at the Xingmei subway station. I'll try to keep it discreet, but there's a chance it could get violent.
Hey, that's great, Mike. Only don't spoil your fun on my account. You feel the need to get elbow deep in some poor sap's chitlins, you go right ahead.
I'll keep that in mind, thanks.
Hey, you want to borrow my lucky cigar clippers? They're lucky.
Thanks, but I think I'll be okay on my own.
Suit yourself.
Right. Well, anyways, I thought you should know, since Taipei is sort of your turf and all.
I appreciate that, Mike. You've always been a stand-up guy, you know that? Not like when. No, sir. Not like when at all. I'll get to you in a minute, Mr. Impatient Pants.
You know, there could be a lot of bad guys down there. If you wanted to help me take them out, well, I wouldn't say no.
Really? You mean it? Oh, Mike, you don't know how much that means to me.
So you'll do it.
Will I do it? Damn right I will. You just go do your thing. I think you're gonna like the surprise I got cooked up.
Why do I get the feeling you've planned this?
Because I have, Mike.
Right. Okay then, see you down
You
there.
betcha.
I'm not seeing anything. Are you sure we've got the right place?
Everything we have points to here and now, Mike. Hold on. I've got a signal. It's on the move, about 500 meters west of your current position.
What the hell's it doing over there?
They must have moved the drop.
Mina?
Portable radio jammer. Very useful. Points for considering camouflage, Agent Thornton. But try something that blends in with the civilians more than the surroundings.
How do you know who I am?
You've made quite the impression in the intelligence community with your past exploits. Perhaps you don't hide quite as well as you think.
Omen Deng? I think you and I have business to settle.
Agreed. But it would be on my agenda. I have things to take care of. Tasks I cannot allow you to interrupt. There is a maintenance store over there. Go inside.
Whatever you say. You're the guy in charge here, Deng.
I'm glad you see reason in this.
So, what now?
I'm not going to kill you. Eventually your body will be found and will spark a police investigation. That is attention I would prefer not to draw. You'll be staying put right here.
Mike, come in. Can you hear me?
Sorry about that. Got interrupted.
What happened?
I just met the legendary Omen Deng, who locked me in a maintenance tunnel.
I'm not going to ask. I see you. The package is still in play. It's on the move, at the next platform over.
I'm on it.
Hurry, Mike. There's no telling how much time we have.
Where is he? Deng said the dog was here.
I've got company. So much for Deng's word.
I don't know. Stay here. I'll take a look down the hall.
Hey!
What? He's here! You said this location was safe. Kill him!
Mike, your target is on the move. Don't let him get away.
We are now approaching the station. Please stand clear of the doors. In other words, duck, Mike.
Jesus Christ!
You like that one, Mike? Oh, I've been wanting to do that for years.
End of the line. I may die, but so will you. Think you can dodge a train?
Damn, no time to turn back. Damn, that was close. A lot of work for a little flash drive.
Mike, are you all right?
Yeah, but that was a closer call than I'd like. This data better be worth it.
We'll figure that out later. Deng's men are still down there. Get out now.
No arguments here. I think I'll stick with surface streets for a while. Okay, I've got the disc. Let's see what Omen Deng knows. I'm patching you into my system so you can see what I'm seeing.
Careful, Mike. Deng doesn't strike me as a guy who leaves mission-critical data on an unsecured drive.
I'm on it. I've segregated the data onto a separate partition, and I'm running virus scrubbers now.
Impressive. Looks like you're way ahead of me. Any luck yet?
Just bits and pieces. I'm seeing file headers for something about the assassination attempt, and there's something here about riots at Sung's rally.
Are the two related?
I'd say it seems likely, but I can't tell yet. Maybe the riots are to cover an escape.
That's risking a lot of people's lives for an escape plan.
Yeah, well, Deng doesn't strike me as the worried about collateral damage type. Damn it!
What is it?
Must have missed a security protocol. It's formatting the disk. I can't shut it down.
How much have you decrypted?
Not much. Trying to slow the format by running empty processes. Might buy me some time. I'm running out of time. The disk will be wiped before these files finish decrypting.
Can you at least salvage one of the files?
I think I can get one of them, but there's not enough time to copy both.
It's your call, Mike. But you better make it fast.
A riot at Sung's rally could cause just as much chaos as an assassination. I'm downloading the files on the riots. Got it. That's it. Whatever else was on that disk is gone.
At least we got some of it.
Yeah, I just hope we made the right call.
And so we come to the events in Taipei, Agent Thorton.
Yeah, Taipei.
I understand you spoke with Stephen Heck upon arriving. That was a wise decision. The man can be territorial.
You know Heck?
Who? That's not really your concern. It was Heck who provided you with information about the conference at the Grand Hotel, wasn't it?
Do you even need to ask?
Not especially. You were very discreet in your operation there. Still worried about civilian casualties?
Somebody has to.
A noble sentiment. Heck wasn't the only dangerous contact you made in Taipei, was he?
You're talking about Hong Shi.
Making deals with triad bosses isn't the best way to guarantee a long and healthy life.
Operational intel isn't exactly overflowing. I needed information, and I needed it fast.
Nevertheless, your one-man crusade in the slums kicked the Taiwanese security forces into high gear. You may have done more harm to Hong Shi's organization than you realize. And then you met the mysterious Omen Deng.
Deng got the drop on me. He was good, I'll give him that.
But at the time, you still didn't know what his role in all this was, did you?
You mean?
We'll get to that later. Faced with the choice of which information to save, you chose...
I made the best choice I could, given the options.
Why?
There were too many innocent people at that rally. Sung was a politician with a dangerous platform. He knew the risks he took. Those people didn't.
Very sentimental.
I made the best choice I could, given the options.
But it didn't turn out that way. Did it?
You must be Agent Thorton. I understand you have some important information for me?
Yes, sir. I've learned about a plot to kill you during the rally this week, and to use your death to spark a massive riot and destabilize Taiwan.
This is a troubling development, Agent Thornton. If it is true.
You think I'm making it up?
Let us just say I would like to hear the whole story before I make any decisions. A man with my political views lives with threats every day. If you can present me with compelling evidence of this plot, I will take action.
The evidence I acquired was partially destroyed.
Without proof, I'm afraid there's little I can do, Agent Thornton. What evidence do you have?
I can prove that a cell of Chinese operatives plans to cause a pro-nationalist riot at your rally.
Then the attempt on my life is merely your conjecture.
No, sir, Mr. President. Both threats are genuine. Please, for your safety, cancel your appearance at the rally.
Canceling the rally at this juncture would do considerable harm to my cause. I am afraid it is out of the question.
Then at least take extra precautions. Wear body armor during your speech. Post extra security, something.
Give me your evidence, Agent Thornton. If my security chief concurs that the threat is credible, I will have extra personnel standing by to quell any agitators.
But the assassination...
If I go out onto that stage wearing a bulletproof vest, I announce my weakness to the world. I am sorry. But without hard evidence, I will not send that message to my people.
This is all I have. Please use it, Mr. President. Taiwan can't afford to lose you right now.
You are far more generous than some of my constituents, Agent Thornton. I will put this to good use. I promise you that.
How'd it go?
Could have been better.
He didn't listen?
Well, he believed me about the riots once I handed him the evidence, but without proof that someone was planning to kill him, he refused to wear a vest during his speech.
What are you going to do?
The only thing I can do, figure out how to stop both plans myself.
That doesn't sound so hard. Keep me posted. Mike, how did it go with Sung?
Not as well as I'd hoped.
Did he believe you?
He's gonna add additional security, but as for the assassination attempt, without proof, he's not gonna take any other precautions.
So, he didn't believe you?
No.
You tried, Mike. And helping you out? Well, you certainly keep things interesting.
I've got to figure out the next step. Until then, you may want to get ready in case this story explodes.
I hope not. Now I'm tempted to cover the rally.
Are you planning to stay in Taipei then?
Now I am. That is, if you think I can help, Mike. I don't know what I can do, but...
You've been a big help so far. I couldn't have gotten to Sung without your help.
You're right. But I was glad to pitch in. I'll try to gather what I can from my contacts, Mike. Until then...
If I need any more help, I'll let you know. Thanks for everything, Scarlet.
Good luck, Mike. And good luck with Sung.
Looks like Deng's men already made it here. How's that satellite uplink, Mina?
Working. And you're right, satellite imaging shows Chinese secret police all throughout the parks. We're a little late.
Steven, what's it looking like near the stage?
It's a madhouse over here. But not in that fun, violent way.
This should be interesting. I hope our friends actually show up on time. Could use the help.
You better hurry, Mike. Sung's giving a speech in less than an hour.
Speech? Weren't we here just for the fireworks?
Yes, Mike. That and a little thing called regional stability.
We're up all the rocks. No contact so far. Awaiting your lead. Target engaged. Zipline available for rapid deployment. Taking your lead. Contact. Lead support. Grenade. Gate secure. Watch for reinforcements.
That was fun, but I have a feeling more are coming to join the party. Who the hell are these guys?
They're backing me up, just like you are.
Checking something out. Enemy reinforcements en route. Proceed with plan. We'll rendezvous when possible.
Ready for a little show, Mike?
Ready.
The noise from those fireworks should cover the sound of gunfire. You might be able to use that.
I've got a visual on Deng. Hey, we're not done yet. Where the hell is my backup?
Kill him.
Glad to see you guys.
hall entrance now.
Mike, Sung's car just made it to the rally. You better finish up in there before these fancy pyrotechnics do.
More targets en route. We'll attempt to hold them here. Accomplish your mission.
Ends here. I knew you were coming, Thornton.
Finish it.
Here. Before the eyes of our nation's founder, you will die.
I didn't think you were one to hide, Deng. You're missing your big opportunity. Show yourself.
No. You're in.
Kill him already.
It ends here. It ends here. Finish it.
This doesn't make sense. I've read the files on you and Sung. Why would you try to kill him?
I might not have been able to stop you, but my people will make you pay for killing Sung.
You're a double agent? For how long?
All my life.
And is there any chance you're gonna share this sweeping tale of honor and betrayal?
Why should I share anything with the man who wants to murder Ronald Sung?
Wait, what?
My sources were clear. Michael Thorton has come to Taipei to assassinate President Sung.
Funny, my sources made it pretty clear you were here to kill him.
Then your sources are mistaken.
If you're not the assassin... Oh, shit.
No!
Damn it! I don't see anybody. I tried to warn him, but without hard evidence, he wouldn't listen.
Mike, you need to get out of there. Security forces are en route. It'll take them a while to calm the crowd down, but then they'll be looking for the shooter.
Copy that. Omen, we've got trouble coming in fast. I'm guessing you want to get to the bottom of this as much as I do.
Yes.
Then let's move out. We're clear. Mina, I'm patching Deng into our connection. Can you give us an update?
I'm sorry, Mike. Sung is dead. Emergency frequencies are saying the crowds have dispersed without violence, though.
I'm glad the information I passed to him did some good, at least.
Tragedy struck Taipei when President Ronald Sung was gunned down by an unknown assassin at a political rally earlier today. The president was rushed to Taipei City Hospital, where doctors declared him dead on arrival. No word yet how this might impact the upcoming elections or relations between the People's Republic and Taiwan. After initial panic among the audience, police report that order has been restored with no loss of life. Several men who attempted to incite a riot were arrested without incident.
Heck, calling Thornton. Come in, Thornton.
Yeah, heck, I'm here.
Just a heads up, Mike. There's some folks out there that really hate you, pal.
I know. I'm not the most popular guy these days.
So this VCI comes to me, and he says to me, Steve, I got a proposition for you.
What was their offer?
So after I pop 3 of his fingers off for calling me Steve, I say, and what proposition might that be, my good man?
Heck.
This guy says to me, oh God, please don't kill me. I just came here to offer you $5 million to give Michael Thorton up as Ronald Sung's assassin.
Tell me you didn't.
Not gonna lie, buddy. I was really tempted for a minute there. But I kinda like you, so I told him to piss off. Then I set him on fire to make sure he got the point.
That strikes me as a little extreme.
I figured his cronies would probably try and find somebody less scrupulous than myself, so I went ahead and called the news stations. Should keep them off your back for a while.
I appreciate that.
Hey, no problem, buddy. I'm gonna lay low for a while, but I'll be in touch. Be seeing you, Mike.
Searching for a man called Wen Shu in connection with the attack. Government sources have told INN that Wen Shu is a Taiwanese national with no previous criminal record. The nature of his involvement remains to be seen.
That should buy me a little time to get out of Taipei. Better get moving.
And so this is the result of your efforts in Taipei. Chaos in the streets, an assassination attempt against the president of Taiwan. Well done.
Sung's death was unavoidable, and I don't think it would have made a difference if he had survived.
Now you're beginning to understand. I admit, the lack of an identified assassin might slow things down, but the people already believe the assassin was a Chinese agent. Omen Deng's escape won't stop the push for independence from growing stronger. You managed to escape Taipei undetected, largely because of an anonymous tip identifying a man called Wen Shu as the attempted assassin. Stephen Heck's work, I trust?
Professional favor. Now I owe him one. It's pretty much how the spy business works.
You have a knack for engendering trust. A useful skill for an intelligence agent.
Must be my winning personality. That's all you cared about then? Destabilizing Taipei?
You should pay more attention to global politics, Agent Thornton. If Taipei pushes for independence, the People's Republic will prepare for war. If China prepares for war, so does the U.S.
And Halbech makes a fortune off the new Cold War.
If there's one thing better for business than a war, it's a Cold War.
Mike. Is it odd, seeing me in person?
I could ask the same thing.
It's not odd for me. Well, not after everything we've gone through.
And what have we gone through exactly?
I came here because we're out of time. Taipei, Rome, Moscow. As far as the agency is concerned, they've been resolved to Halbech's satisfaction. Perhaps not ideally, but Halbech's projections are optimistic.
So they don't even know they're starting a war.
Not yet. First they'll delete Alpha Protocol and erase everything associated with it. And that means you.
Hey, they haven't done a great job so far, so don't worry about me.
I am worried about you. I can't shut it off. For them, it's a lot more simple. If Alpha Protocol is erased, then you're erased. Whatever life you had will be gone. You'll be rogue forever. Until someone finds you and kills you. And I can't let that happen to you.
I can't let that happen to you either, Mina. You've been there for me since the beginning. And it sounds like Alpha Protocol isn't choosing who survives. That means you're in danger too. Am I right?
Yes.
Mina, we're going to get through this.
Mike.
I mean it. We're going to be all right.
I still don't see how you can say that.
Oh, I don't believe it. But we've been doing all right so far.
If Halbech isn't exposed, if Alpha Protocol isn't exposed...
Or both.
Then they'll think they've won.
Until the war begins. Then everybody loses.
Why do you keep doing it, Mike? Is it because you want to see Halbech answer for what it did? Or were you just following orders?
I did it for a woman. She just happened to be in my ear the whole time.
I read your dossier, Mike. You always try to do what's right, as long as you can act on your own. So I saved you from the missile and helped you go rogue. And I purposely cut you off from Westridge.
So who are you really working for?
I can't tell you, Mike. But they want to prevent what's about to happen. And seeing programs like Alpha Protocol dragged out into the open so they can be shut down.
Even if they hurt the United States?
Alpha Protocol isn't the United States, Mike. And if stopping Alpha Protocol prevents World War III, then it's in the world's interests, not ours.
So, we have to save the world, while the whole world is out to get us. Have to love those odds.
It could be worse. Although I'm not sure how. Mike, I can't. You don't know what's going to happen.
Neither do you.
Mike, about Madison and Rome,
That's behind me.
I didn't mean to put you in danger. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
I know you didn't, but the real problem would have happened whether you were here or not. And things would be a lot worse. Besides, I would probably be dead. And I don't like that idea much.
Suppose you already have a plan.
Save the day? Somehow. But first I have to get back to the facility. Then take out the folks that trained me, along with any Marines, agents, or any other Halbech thugs they've got with them. Get evidence on an international conspiracy, and prevent World War III. So I guess I better get started.
We better get started.
No, you need to get to safety. I don't want you getting hurt. And I'd be surprised if Westridge and Parker haven't already figured out someone's been feeding me information. If so, your life is in danger.
I want to help. I can return to Alpha Protocol. I can still help you from the inside. I can't just throw you to the wolves.
If you're sure.
If I let anything happen to you now, I'd never forgive myself. Trust me, it's purely selfish.
Just be careful. I think we're only gonna get one shot at this.
This could be the last time we see each other.
Don't count on it. I'm not letting you off the hook that easy.
What are you going to do?
Call in a few favors. If Alpha Protocol thinks it's the only one with an army, they're in for a shock.
World War III, is it on the horizon? A recent European Union study published by the Scarpacci Group, a Rome-based political think tank, lists 37 points of concern, including a sharp upswing in terrorist activity in the past month, the assault on the United States Embassy in Moscow, and China's increasing mobilization in the wake of Taiwanese independence rallies as evidence that a global conflict of unprecedented proportions may be closer than we think.
In financial news, Halbech Industries is facing intense...
Scarlet?
Come in, Mike.
Your door was open. You don't seem surprised. How did you know it was me?
I would have known if it wasn't you. Footsteps are like signatures.
That's an interesting skill to have picked up.
In case you haven't guessed already, I don't have much of a social life. What is it you needed, Mike? Got another story to pass along?
Yes, but it's complicated.
That's so? What a surprise. Very little about you seems simple. I was pretty certain you might be Interpol or military. But my gut tells me intelligence. But none of my contacts have heard of you.
Contacts? So you've been checking up on me?
I didn't want to, but you really don't leave me much choice if I want to know the truth.
If I was intelligence, is that something you think I'd tell a journalist?
You tell me. And I'd like you to be honest with me, if you can. I think I deserve that much.
There's not much to say. I used to work for the United States government. I still do, in my own way.
What do you mean?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. When you met me in Saudi Arabia, that was my last official mission with the US. After that, I've been on my own. Except for people I've met on the way. Like you.
It doesn't sound like you've had a chance to relax in Saudi Arabia.
That's an understatement.
My military and intelligence contacts didn't have much on you.
Not surprising.
So, I checked the corporate gossip. Halbech's taken quite an interest in you.
Let's just say Leyland and I don't see eye to eye on business practices. You ever met him?
At press conferences? Quite the snake. But that doesn't explain why Halbech would be after you.
I accidentally discovered something in Saudi Arabia I shouldn't have. Something that could ruin Halbech.
What did you find out?
I found they'd been selling weapons to Al Samad, and I got proof.
Is that why you're here?
I don't trust anyone else with it. And if something happens to me, then the world needs to know.
It's that bad, huh?
Pretty bad.
I'll make sure it gets where it needs to go. Are you going to be all right?
I have no idea.
Do you need to leave right now?
I do. I'm sorry.
Me too.
Thanks, Scarlet. For everything.
I haven't done anything yet, Mike. Thank me when we see each other again, all right?
Welcome, Agent Thornton. This is the meeting I spoke of long ago in Saudi Arabia, I believe. I have much to share with you.
Is it about Halbech?
A portion of it is, yes. The rest concerns its partner, your Alpha Protocol program. But that will cost you.
I don't have much more to give, Shahid. And I did spare your life before.
You know as well as I do. These events that Halbech has set in motion, they are not well researched. They are conflicts. And then there are wars. What they have started, it is a fire that will sweep the globe.
And that concerns you?
When these events will make my country suffer more than it deserves? Yes. And when another may shoulder the rightful blame? Again, yes.
Rightful blame.
Indeed. Are you prepared to betray your own country, Agent Thornton? When I speak of blame, it is the United States that is the one responsible for these events.
I'm not betraying my country, and certainly not for you.
Is Alpha Protocol your country? Or is it one of its lies, under the guise of the United States?
Halbech's my enemy, not the United States, or whoever Alpha Protocol claims to be working for.
And if they are the same thing?
Then you don't understand the situation.
I do. More than you, I think. But you have come for help, or simply to call a favor due. I have information that should be of use to you in hurting Halbech. Accounts, transactions, and knowledge of their involvement with your program. And of course, the missile codes you asked for. Although I fail to see what use they are to you.
That's a start.
A start?
Yes. I need you to broadcast something for me. I have a suspicion that's going to cause quite a stir where I'm headed.
Did you take care of what you had to do?
Everything's in place. How about you?
It shouldn't be much longer.
Are you safe?
Probably safer than you. Mike, if this doesn't work...
Goodbye, Mina. Mind if I sit here?
Go ahead. It'll save me from having to call in the squad. All done running?
Never was.
Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I'm here to bring you in. Glad you're not making a fuss about this.
I called you, remember?
So, here we are, Agent Thornton.
Guess you can go home again.
If by home you mean prison. Mr. Westridge first spoke to you in this room, didn't he?
Interrogated, actually. It was a really dull conversation.
When he asked you why you volunteered for Alpha Protocol, do you remember what you told him?
It was my duty. I wanted to serve my country.
I want to serve my country. And you think by being assigned here is the best way to do that?
Give me a mission and I'll prove it.
Does it feel good being a patriot now, Mike? Looking back, everything you did for your country, was it worth it? Because they're not going to do a damn thing for you.
They left you out to dry. That's the nature of this place. You'll have to excuse me, but I asked for this next part to be recorded for posterity. I wanted to make sure it's captured perfectly.
It was worth it. I'm gonna see this mission through, Leyland. Henry. I'm gonna see you arrested for those people you killed and see that Halbech answers for its crimes.
Really?
Count on it.
All right, Thornton. I think you misunderstand me. You see, I'm not here to gloat. I'm here to offer you a deal.
I'm not giving up the film footage, see?
I don't care, Mike. That's a separate appointment in my calendar. Right now, we're discussing you and Halbech.
What are you talking about?
If you stay here, it isn't going to turn out well for you. The best you could have hoped for was to be captured by Alpha Protocol. Then they can erase you, quietly. To me, that seems like a waste of talent.
Really?
Really? Do you know why I used you in the first place?
I'm all ears.
Because I recognize an asset when I see it. That is the reason Halbech is where it is today, and why our numbers are so high. It's also why Mr. Marburg chose to work for me. It's because I recognize value, and I reward loyalty.
You're offering me a job.
Mike, you already work for me. I'd just like to make it official. We have an excellent insurance package.
What makes you think I'd even consider that?
Because you can't go back. You found out too much. You know where all the embarrassing little connections are. That makes you a good agent, but a rather large liability. Me, I have a different perspective on the situation. I know what you did needed to be done to achieve results. It's a rare quality to find someone willing to think outside the box.
I still haven't heard your terms yet. And it sounds like you've made this offer before.
This was the same talk Marburg and I had a long time ago, although I didn't know his agency connection when I hired him. You're a special case. I was able to recruit right from the source. So, a few things. One, you're going to be executed at worst, or at best, spend life in a CIA prison in Eastern Europe. Two, this will be the last conversation you will have with another human being. And three, it really wasn't my fault that this whole situation happened, but I think you already recognize that.
I'm listening.
Mike, your government needed my contracts. They hired me to build this place, and worst of all, they created you.
Worst of all?
Yes, because when they create programs like this, there's no accountability. And when people never have to answer for the things they do...
People need to be protected. Sometimes it's necessary.
No, it's not. You're sitting in a cell because of it. Your life over. Because of something they did they'll never have to answer for. I can fix that. We can fix that.
How?
Make them accountable. I don't need Alpha Protocol anymore. It's going to be shut down, sanitized. But if selected footage reached the world about its presence, well, that might be the best for all parties.
What? So you can make new hostilities, drive up sales?
My role in this is already protected. You got my missiles back. Shahid is dead, and all your operations in Taipei, Moscow, Rome, it didn't change anything. I can give you freedom, a new lease on life, even a villa of your choosing anywhere in the world. All I need is your cooperation. So, is it a deal or not? A future or no future at all?
I've given it careful thought, and I think the words I'm looking for are... fuck off.
Disappointing. Although, one last thing I'm curious about. Since you have every angle covered, what happened to that footage, Mike? The one of the airliner you had in your possession.
It's safe.
Oh, you mean with Scarlet?
What?
You mean safe with Scarlet. That's who you gave it to.
I didn't say that.
No, she did when we asked. She's here, you know. She was resistant at first, but, well...
Don't hurt her. I can recover that footage for you.
Noble, but misplaced. I'll have her tortured if I have to, make no mistake about it. Who knows what sorts of secrets she could reveal. But enough about her. You've lost, All your efforts for nothing. You can't stop us.
If you say so. Who am I to contradict you?
You're a confident man, Agent Thorton, but there's no place for you to run now. Soon, all trace of this facility will be erased, and you along with it. After all, it never really existed in the first place.
Leyland?
What is it?
I haven't forgotten my mission. I'm gonna see that you answer for what happened to the people on that airliner, and only I'm leaving this place alive.
Amusing.
Not really.
Well then, you'd best get to it, Mr. Thornton. You have an hour. I look forward to your efforts.
Agent Thornton, allowing yourself to be captured, making us go through the effort of bringing you here. Well done.
It's gonna be nothing compared to the coup de grace. Hope you're ready for it.
Yes. After all, what kind of chief of security would I be if I wasn't considering my options? Well, I confess I'm disappointed things ended like this. I was hoping to convince you to work for us. If not Halbech, then the VCI. But that would depend on you.
Not a chance.
The offer is out of the question, then? Goodbye, Agent Thornton. Perhaps we'll see each other again soon.
Sorry, sir, but we have our orders. When they administer the meds, the end will be quick.
Michael, darling. I was wondering why you were tied up, although I had not expected the reason to be so literal.
Z?
Very good. I am pleased you have not forgotten me already. It is good you have time to rest with all this trouble going on. This bed, this is how you woke up here, yeah?
The restraints were a little weaker the first time, and I'm not doped up.
The restraints? Are they too tight?
They're within regulation, so yes, I still have feeling in my extremities.
Ah, then. Excellent.
You come to gloat, or did you need information?
I am here because I never got the chance to tell you my feelings. And now you have no choice but to listen.
Great.
Why, Michael, I never thanked you. Humiliating Conrad like that. A girl dreams of such things happening to her boss.
Good. If you want to thank me, then let me go.
Not quite yet, I think. You are a good agent, Michael. But you see, that is your problem. If you keep taking orders, you will not be free. Not really. This is why you are tied up now.
Can you get to the point? I'm late for my own execution.
Leyland, I have seen his talks with you, the recordings. He is right in a way. Following blindly without question, it opens itself to abuse.
I heard this already.
Yes, but now I will show you how this lesson helps you. I do not like orders so much. I break the rules all the time. Sometimes I ask too many questions. For example, why are you restrained like this? When it would be so much more fun if you were free shooting people.
I would agree.
Because things look so much better when lit by muzzle flashes, I think.
You made it out, I see. Resourceful.
You look naked without your weapons. They are in the locker nearby. Get dressed, and let us start the killing. Much better. Now, you must get to the Global Monitoring Center and get access to the system and all its secrets.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Damn, which one?
Last chance, guys. Back up your files.
Agent? Or is it just Mike Thornton now, with the rank stripped away? Never understood why we had titles anyway. Meaningless. I don't understand why you wanted to speak to me. If you think I can help you, you're wrong.
We'll see. I think you'll want to hear what I have to say. Parker, the plan you arranged with Halbech, it's not gonna work.
Really? Doubtful. I thought there was a chance you might return. You are resourceful, even for a rogue agent.
Well, I have you all to thank for being rogue, don't I? I thought it would just be a cover, but you made it real.
If you blame me for this, then you're in error. Miss Tang is to blame.
You're saying Mina gave me up? And she ordered the missile strike?
The first was done by her, yes. The second was the result of orders we received. She was not responsible for that. I would have preferred you return here, where you could be monitored. As you can see, letting you run around is dangerous. And, well, despite your flaws, you are a valuable resource.
I don't believe Mina would give me up.
I don't care what you believe, but I have no reason to lie to you. Now, what do you want? There's little I can do for you, so make it quick.
Why did you try to kill me in Saudi Arabia? I know you sent the coordinates to Halbech so they could drop a missile on me.
To kill both you and Shahid and erase the evidence of the missiles, yes. The math was logical. But I'm not surprised you find it confusing.
So you never even asked. You compromised mission data to a contractor. Why?
Compromised? No. As I said, I was ordered to. As much as you were tasked to kill Shahid, I was tasked to kill you. A waste, but all evidence of the sale of the missiles was to be deleted, including the agent. That's why you were the new recruit, the one to take the fall. Halbech's interests had to be protected because it's our national interests.
So that makes Leyland in charge now? Of an entire branch of a U.S. agency?
No. We were ordered to assist him in recovering his missiles, in assassinating Shahid, and then killing you. He was given access to the facility and our resources.
But why?
Why did we cooperate? There's no reason to ask why.
You can't tell me that you didn't suspect something was wrong.
Nothing was wrong, Thornton. As I said, Halbech had proper authorization. They asked permission, and they got it.
And Westridge didn't object?
No, because like me, he follows orders. We were asked to get an agent to do Leyland's job and to contract me for my services.
Services? What services?
I was asked to isolate events in the world and create triggers. While many of these triggers would benefit Halbech, a great deal would benefit the United States. China grows more powerful by the day. They are Halbech customers as well. And if they are reliant on Halbech technology, they are reliant on us. Even better, if they can be lured into action in Taiwan, well, then it buys us time to build strength.
And Moscow? Rome?
Rome was a reminder to the rest of Europe. Moscow, a necessary distribution center.
And the people on the airliner in the Middle East?
Those deaths, they are nothing compared to the death toll that would follow if these steps were not taken.
You're responsible for everything that happened. You gave them the plan for all of this. Sung, the museum in Rome, that airliner.
I wouldn't expect you to understand, Thornton. But yes, the government asked me to design scenarios to promote America's position in the world, and to strengthen Halbech as well. It was the most interesting assignment I've had in years. To use my analytical skills for something besides system maintenance or compiling budget reports. For a project of my own. So yes, I accepted the assignment. And I did what I do best. Analyzed.
Provided you had all the information.
I did have all the information.
No. No, you didn't. Parker Shahid isn't dead. I didn't kill him in Saudi Arabia. That missile never hit him. He'll be broadcasting in an hour. What you said about Moscow, that distribution center is shut down, and I found the real source there. Surkov's now working for me, and he has all the evidence I need to bring this place down. Taipei, the op you had there, where I ran into Omen, he's still alive, and he didn't appreciate being used any more than I did. He'll be pitching in too, along with the rest of China.
I don't believe you. I know you well enough, Agent. I assume you have proof of this.
You're a logical guy, Parker. With what I told you, how do you think this is going to play out? Your mistake's not going to look good on a field report, or the nightly news. But it doesn't have to be your mistake.
I take it you have a plan?
Yeah, you've been drafted, so you better start making yourself useful right now.
Scramble, people, let's move it!
I hear you, Z.
I could use your help. Can you come meet me? It will need to be quick, I'm afraid.
Looks like they're flooding the place.
Then get to high ground, Michael. I am sure the rats will follow. Getting lonely without you, darling. Do not be much longer. There are more men here than I think I can handle at once.
If Alpha Protocol was one of my branches, I would have terminated everyone by now.
Aren't you doing that already? Just hold on, Leyland. I'll be seeing you in a bit.
You mean after you help Miss Deng? We have her prisoner. It's your choice, Thornton. Rescue her or come after me. Let's see where your priorities lie.
Die, Michael, and I came all this way to help you.
Mina? I tried to get here sooner. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. This is my fault. When I got back, they were waiting for me. Parker, Westridge, Darcy. They were already suspicious. Me going to find you just confirmed it.
Who hit you?
Darcy. But I hit him first.
I'm getting you out of here. Can you stand?
Yeah, mostly it's my pride that's hurt. But, Mike, this facility is sealed off. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's why I feel sorry for Leyland.
You never give up, do you?
Not as long as you're there with me. You ready? Might get a little rough.
Rough for them, maybe. Us, not so much. I'll do what I can to shut down the security systems and divert the guards. Go on ahead. I'll circle around and get to a terminal. If you see Darcy, save some for me.
Ah, Michael, finally you show up. Help me with the cleaning. Michael, do not be afraid. Go on in. I'll cover the door so that you are not interrupted.
We still need the data off those servers. Get someone to recover it. Parker, what the hell are you doing with the records? Parker! Parker, answer me now, damn it!
Hurry and set those charges. Keep an eye out for Thornton. He's still around here. In minutes, all left to this facility will be destroyed. Copy. This should be all you need to bring Halbech down.
Hurry up. Thornton's not out of the picture yet.
Headed to the surface. Make sure you get to cover.
It looks as though we will not be flying out of here then. I am growing to hate those Halbech missiles.
You and me both. Heading for the wreckage. There might be survivors.
Hey, Mikey. Good to see you. Glad you made it out here to our live fire range. No more practice runs for you. This is the real deal. Keep him busy. I'll be back in a second.
The only way out is through here. Come on now. Looks like it's all up to me again. Looks like it's all up to me again. Now where'd you go? Dude, Mikey!
Are you done, darling? I heard the sound of people dying.
All done here. Just getting rid of some staff.
I asked for more weapons and ammo on the chopper. The one that has the missile accident. Get to it. See what you can recover. Did you reach the crash site, Michael?
No, there's another helicopter in the way.
Ah, then I will call you back later after you have killed it.
Give it up, Leyland.
Thornton, it seems I underestimated you.
Yeah, that's one of your talents. It's your choice. Prison, or I kill you right here.
No, the choice is yours, Agent. I'm leaving. I suggest you do the same.
Going somewhere?
All right, Thornton. What is it you want?
To see you brought to justice.
Please, Agent, don't be a fool. How dare you hit me?
That's for Madison. That's for what you did to Mina. And that's for my life. I can keep this up all day. Now, tell me what else I can't do. You think you can give me orders? Think you have control of this situation?
Thornton, hold on. I'll give myself up. Testify, if that's what you want. I can say what happened here, with your mission.
And all I have to do is let you go, right? See, that's where you lose my interest.
I knew you'd be reasonable about
I
this.
suppose you think you've talked your way out of this. I know what matters to you, Leyland. And for the next few years, seeing you drag through courtroom after courtroom and watching Halbech fall apart is enough for me.
If it comes to that, you mean?
It will. Trust me. All the evidence I have is going exactly where it needs to go.
I think you're in for some disappointment. The government won't allow my involvement with Alpha Protocol to be exposed.
Alpha Protocol? What's that? They'll just deny it exists. See you on TV, Leyland. Should be quite the circus.
You're late.
I had to kill some soldiers on the way here. I'll add it to your bill.
Scarlet.
Now there's a picture. Yes, Mike? Don't be surprised. You did cost me the Sun contract, you know.
So you were the assassin.
And quite an expensive one. So for Sung, Mike, I actually should thank you.
Well, that depends on how much you're going to pay me to kill Mike here.
I don't think you have a contract to kill me yet, Scarlet. And I don't know if Leyland would honor it at this stage.
You have a point. And I still haven't seen the money for Sung.
I can pay you. Kill him and then we can discuss it, but we need to leave now.
Discuss it? There's no discussion. You owe me a lot of money, Leyland.
God damn it, shoot him already! I don't have time for this!
You thought this was a negotiation?
What?
Sorry, Mike. You were never on the list. You could have been. So next time...
I'll stay clear.
Oh, and Mike, here's that footage you gave me. I'd rather not explain to the press how I came across it. I'll leave that up to you. All right then. Take care of yourself.
Hell of a day.
Mission accomplished, Agent?
Just Mike, if you please. Let's get out of here.
Where to?
I have no idea. I don't even know where here is. Surprise me.
That'd be a change.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're not the most predictable person, Mike. Keeping up with you is a lot of work.
Well, we've made it this far. I think we're done with surprises for a while.
We'll see. I bet there's one or two more in our future.
More setbacks for troubled Halbech Industries today as Russian federal police uncovered extensive evidence linking the corporation's senior officers to illegal arms trafficking. This setback comes on the heels of a mysterious disappearance of Halbech CEO Henry Leyland, who vanished from his San Francisco office earlier this month. American law enforcement is cooperating with Interpol to locate him. Along with the indictments against Halbech, several prominent Muscovite politicians and business leaders have been arrested in connection with the scandal. A series of coordinated bombings in the West Bank left hundreds dead earlier today, in an attack carried out by the Al-Samad terror network. In a video statement claiming credit for the attack, Al-Samad leader Ali Shahid said that these attacks would continue until Al-Samad's demands were met, demands which include a complete pullout of American troops from the entirety of the Islamic world. The attacks were carried out using primitive homemade explosives, which limited the casualties. Experts say that had the suicide bombers had access to high-quality military-grade bombs, the death toll could have easily been twice as high. INN Middle East policy analysts have attributed this fact to the recent drop in arms trafficking in the region, since coalition forces shut down the arms network of Mohammed Omar bin Nasri earlier this month. Thousands lined the streets of Rome today for the funeral of Madison St. James, the young woman killed during the failed bombing attempt of the Roman Museum of Natural History. Miss St. James has become celebrated among proponents of stronger government anti-terror legislation since her death, and her funeral at times resembled a political rally. In the United States, Senator Patrick Darcy proposed Madison's Law, a sweeping bill some have likened to a new Patriot Act in response to the tragedy. As Miss St. James had no known family, Senator Darcy personally paid for her funeral here in Rome. Uncertainty still grips Taiwan in the wake of President Ronald Sung's assassination. Emergency elections are scheduled in 3 weeks, with the country's future hanging in the balance. Sung's pro-independence leanings were never popular among certain elements of the government, and speculation has abounded that his successor will face pressure to back down and press for formal reintegration with the People's Republic of China. Taiwanese authorities announced the execution of assassin Wen Shu today. Investigators have uncovered no motive for the assassination. A copy of Catcher in the Rye, a novel famously associated with conspiracy theories and secret American brainwashing programs, was found in his apartment, leading to internet speculation that Wen Shu was an American sleeper agent planted to assassinate Sung and touch off a war with China. U.S. government sources have declined comment.
He shall appear from a far eastern land across the sea. A young man who has yet to know his potential. This potential is a power that could either destroy him or realize his will.